Bakhmut in the Donetsk region remains the hottest point of the front. The Ukrainian army has been defending the city for more than 6 months, but it is becoming increasingly difficult to keep it. Fights go for every meter and every house. The Russian army uses the scorched earth method. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry said that this is a terrorist tactic.
The situation in Bakhmut is extremely tense. The city is being shelled from all sides. The enemy is trying to go around the city from the north and capture it. At the same time, heavy fire is being conducted on the city. Bakhmut is destroyed by more than 80%. Pavlo Kyrylenko, head of the Donetsk Regional Military Administration, on air of the All-Ukrainian Telethon.
Before Russia's full-scale invasion, more than 70,000 people lived in Bakhmut. Today, less than 5,000 remain in the city, 37 of them are children. Despite all the difficulties, civilians continue to be taken to safer regions. According to the police, 8 evacuation groups are working now. This is footage from the recent rescue operation of the crew of the White Angel. To Kramatorsk and later to Kyiv, law enforcement officers managed to take out little Nelia, her sister, parents and 2 cats.
You will go to a place where it's not scary, everything will be fine. You will go together. Dad, Mom, Buся is there. Who is Buся? Cat.
The Bakhmut direction is perhaps the only one where the Russian army maintains offensive activity. It uses cannon and rocket artillery as well as heavy flamethrower systems, a thermobaric weapon which, according to international conventions, is prohibited from being used in residential areas. After the autumn counter-offensive by the armed forces of Ukraine in the Kharkiv direction, Bakhmut ceased to play a significant strategic role for the Russian occupiers. The Kremlin needs the occupation of the city to show its population at least some success on the battlefield.
I think it is more of a symbolic value than it is strategic and operational value. The fall of Bakhmut will not necessarily mean that the Russians have changed the tide of this fight. Lloyd Austin, United States Secretary of Defense, during a visit to Jordan.
Russia is spending colossal resources to capture Bakhmut. Every meter of land costs the armed forces of the Federation and the Wagner private military company huge losses in both equipment and personnel. As of mid-January, the occupying forces lost from 10 to 20,000 soldiers in the Bakhmut direction, the office of the President of Ukraine stated. For comparison, the same number of Russian servicemen were killed in the 2 Russian-Chechen wars.
If the Russian generals make absolutely crazy decisions and send, in fact, more and more dozens, hundreds and thousands of their soldiers to be slaughtered, then the Ukrainian military leaders act as rationally as possible, trying to save the life and health of Ukrainian servicemen through maneuverable defense and exhaust and destroy Putin's army as much as possible, which attacks on certain sectors of the front. We have heard a figure that the ratio of losses in the Bakhmut area is currently, according to some estimates, equal to 1-7, 1-9. Naturally, the losses of the Ukrainian defense forces are many times less. Vladislav Seleznyov, military expert.
Ukrainian forces are likely to make a limited tactical retreat at Bakhmut, analysts at the American Institute for the Study of War said. There is no talk of a complete withdrawal from the city. In turn, the speaker of the Eastern Group of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Serhiy Cherevati, assured that the Ukrainian troops are able to rebuild the defense and continue resistance. At a meeting of the headquarters of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief on March 6, the military leadership of Ukraine decided to continue the defensive operation and strengthen Ukrainian positions in Bakhmut. Reported by Serhiy Kulas, Valeria Nekapelova, UATV News.